Latino women need to be home bodies, not home wreckers. Black history is world history. Black and Latino men run from responsibility. Then that you're comfortable with saying that we can talk about. Okay, so let's do it. And that was part of the
wardrobe's knocking, kingdoms falling, lights go up and the whole crowd roaring. Stand on the book, no fear, no stalling. Welcome to the smoke, hear the warriors calling. Ain't no way shaking against the light.
with her girlfriend, got a little gun.
The scriptures slide, everybody talk to the smoke, get high. Then the whole room free. When the facts get fired.
I just wanted to say, so I am converted, I am a Christian, I do believe in God and everything, but obviously, I do still struggle with certain sins. So, that's why I'm saying, I don't understand, because at the end of the day, God knows, certain sins that I struggle with more than others.
Do you have any, and I don't want to put you out there, so is there any that you're comfortable with saying that we can talk about?
Yeah, I still struggle with, fornication.
Okay, so let's deal with that. So I deal with that. I deal with that in the past. Alright, so now give me Hebrews 13:4, Sirach 6 and 7, and we'll start there. So this is an example. I want to use it for everybody, right? Because right now, she mentioned fornication. I know a lot of us here, especially when you're a young adult, you come to campus, you have a little bit of freedom, and now there's nobody telling you got to be home at a certain time. You can stay over people's houses. Fornication happens. And once you get a taste of it, if you hadn't had it in high school, you're going to be addicted to it. Right? Now there's ways to get over it. You may say that you're dealing with that sin and you're trying to get over it. I'm going to show you some ways to cut it cold turkey, but then it's going to be your decision to apply them or not. Go ahead.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
So the scripture says marriage is honorable in all. There is no boyfriend and girlfriend in the scriptures. So when you said you had a boyfriend, you're struggling with fornication, it's because of the fact that you have a boyfriend. Right? If you have a boyfriend, what is the exclusivity for? It's for sexual advances. Right? I can just have a friend. I don't need a girlfriend. Right? A girlfriend entitles, in terms of the colloquial context or today's context, it entitles me to the sexual favors. That's not what we should be doing. Marriage is honorable, and it's not about being too young. I was in college. I have 2 master's degrees. I was in college while I was doing this, and I waited and got married. I've been married for 7 years, have 5 kids. Well, 3 kids, 2 on the way in the next week. So it's possible. It's possible. But what happened was you shut off the door to fornication by stopping to have boyfriend and girlfriend. And what happens is we don't want to do that because there's a certain corniness that you might feel when you're around people that don't want to do that. People might say you're corny. If anybody here is still a virgin, I know people clown you for that. I know people try and give you reasons to lose it. But the scripture says marriage is only honorable in everything. Go ahead.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Meaning whatever you do with your wife or your husband, it's undefiled. There's nothing wrong with it. Go ahead.
What? Whoremongers.
This is the New Testament, remember? Remember we talked about grace and being willful sin, right? Whoremongers, which means a man that's going from woman to woman to woman. Go ahead.
And adulterers.
Or a married man stepping out of his marriage. What's God going to do?
God will judge.
In the New Testament, God says he'll judge that. I thought we were under grace. Why would God say he'd judge that? Because just because we're under grace doesn't mean we still have responsibility to keep the commandments. So the first thing is there should be no boyfriend and girlfriend. If you're willing to serve God, you would cut that off, no matter how hard that's going to be.